Dude, something about being outside just feels good. Breathing in outside air instead of like AC, being a little bit chilly, seeing the sun. I just feel better after that. Uh, so I think this might become the usual or more usual. There's something too about walking and like thinking. You know, I think most people are this way, but if you're on a phone call, like most people are gonna walk around and be like, yeah, what's up, man? Blah, 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 this, that. For some reason, you can focus better. Like, or actually, what it is, I think, is more that you get distracted less. Versus if you're sitting there, because naturally we get so distracted in conversation with people, if we don't have like some base level of stimulation outside of that, it's kind of weird. We're just not, most people are not very engaging when they speak. Like literally y'all might have already lost me a bit or clicked off this video because I'm kind of rambling a bit and just saying what's on my mind off the top of this video, not related to the title, this, that. And if you're just sitting there doing nothing else, your mind's gonna wander so fast, especially with the attention span that we've built up these days. Yeah, you start thinking about what you gotta do next, you're hungry, this, that, and my voice drowns out. So if you're still here, congratulations. And thank you. So, topic for today, let's keep it moving, is all communication. And a new way of looking at your communication problems. All right. So if you feel like you're not the best at getting your point across, be that in a professional setting or in writing or in casual conversation, you want to be more articulate, you want to engage people better with what you're saying, I have something for you to self-analyze and see if it could be the potential problem. All right. So what that is a lack of self-awareness. And I think that that's going to, like, what's it called? When you taste somebody, I feel like that's going to be that for people. Because nobody wants to admit that they have bad self-awareness, right? Or it's very ironic because if you do have bad self-awareness, you probably won't be self-aware that you have bad self-awareness. So I don't know how this is going to land, but let me just explain the connection that I'm drawing between those two things. What is communication? Communication is the act of expressing what you are thinking or feeling or have to say, right? So self-awareness is the base to that, because self-awareness is knowing what you're thinking and feeling. And so if you don't effectively know those things, how are you going to express them? And like when you're talking and you're saying something to someone, when you're missing the mark and you're not fully expressing yourself and finding the words and the sentences to match up with these ambiguous feelings in your heart and mind, right? And a big part of that, like, yes, learn some good words, increase your vocabulary, speak more often so, you can draw things together in the moment and this, that. There's a lot of communication skills you can work on. But base under that is knowing what the heck you're trying to say, right? That said, how do we increase our self-awareness? There's a lot of ways we can do that. My favorite way, because it kind of is two birds with one stone, is to write or to speak like I am with this YouTube video, right? Somehow, journal, diary, whatever, practice expressing yourself, because what that does is I'm constantly self-analyzing when I'm journaling or I'm making these videos. Constantly, I'm in this practice of, what do I think about this? What am I trying to say? What am I feeling? How do I interact with what I'm saying in the moment? Record YouTube videos, journal, talk to a therapist. There's different ways you could do the same thing. So, but the two birds with one stone is you're building your self-awareness actually, and you're also practicing with any of those, either speaking or writing. You're practicing the art and skill of the communication piece as well, right? So I think this is massive. To be honest with you, I think this is genuinely a life-changing thing for people to develop and get good at, because your entire life is built on communication. You know, relationally, that people really know how you feel about yourself, about them, about what's going on with you guys, whatever. Professionally, to be persuasive, to be able to sell people and problem solve. Think about it this way. Your ability to communicate is literally the bridge between yourself and your world. It's everything, low key. I think so. At least from a relationship standpoint. But that's what most of our life is built on, is our relationships. We're social creatures, and everything kind of comes back to that in the end of the day. And don't be so cocky to think that you're like a great communicator. Okay, even if you have natural talent for that, and people are like, oh man, you're so good with your words, and you get lots of response and engagement when you talk to people. It's something you have to keep sharp, number one. And number two, there's always something you can improve on in yourself. You know, I listen back to these videos, right? I edit them, chop them up sometimes a little bit. I see things in myself, like I say like a lot. And you know, the other thing I say, I feel like this, I feel like that so much. It ticks me off. But these are the micro type of things that you can touch up and improve about your communication. And yes, I know we're veering off of the self-awareness side of things. I'm kind of putting that in a category now. But now just improving speech communication in general, it's probably one of the highest ROI things that you could do for yourself. Skills that you can work on because of how all-encompassing it is in your life. It's like a meta skill. That's the word for it. Good communication. This is what they should be teaching in school, for real, bro. Meta skills, reading, writing, speaking, these type of things instead of subjects. That's what I think. Side tangent. We'll call the video there. I think I gave you something to think on. Just don't sell yourself short, and don't settle for being a decent communicator, please, because everything that could have been better about the way you said something or expressed something to someone, it could have been the difference between a connection with that person, them feeling seen or heard, or you guys becoming friends, or you persuading them towards something. Like it does change things in your life and other people's lives to be able to communicate effectively, and it's the little things that can make the difference. So I guess I'm just saying, like, for me, I want to be more diligent about this. I want to make more of these YouTube videos. I want to build my self-awareness, you know, in a feely way, but also in a, what am I doing that's good in getting my ideas across? What am I doing that's bad? What's lacking? What can I pick up? Yeah, March 22, 2026. What's up? How you doing? You're feeling good. Today was a great day. Great start to the week. Beautiful Monday. Lots of things go my way, and that's not what makes it a good day, but we're here, we're feeling okay, and I'm about to rock into the week.